guys, it's me, Emily, and I just wanted to show you a story that I wrote. Okay. Well, this is just the beginning. Help! Help! Cried Isabella. What's wrong, Izzy? Her dad asked fearfully. He gasped when he walked into his daughter's bedroom. The gray carpet had now been covered in blood, and the body of his pained daughter, who couldn't get up or even move. What happened? Said her dad, trying to stay calm. Trying to hold back tears, Isabella explained. Well, I was jumping on my bed, and I fell, hitting my leg on the table below, which has a really sharp edge. I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you all those times you told me never to jump on a bed. I should have listened to you, and I promise I'll never do it again. Sweetheart, it's fine. Let's just focus on taking you to a hospital. Get in the car, okay, honey? Said her dad, trying to comfort her. On the way to the hospital, Isabella asked a question that horrified her father. Well, wait a minute. Where am I, and who are you? This made her dad so worried he started going over 20 miles above the speed limit to get to the nearest hospital. It was a small blue building with a light-up sign that said Pottstown Children's Hospital. Only 3 of the letters were lit. Well, this is the nearest hospital, he sighed. On the way in, there were things far worse than a badly bruised and bloody leg. There was a girl constantly vomiting blood and a man with 3 bullet holes through his chest. He hesitated to resist covering his daughter's eyes. He went up to a counter with a nurse and asked, Isn't this a children's hospital? The nurse chuckled and said, Can't you read? There's a sign outside that says we accept all patients after 7 o'clock at night. It's 8:30. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, said Isabella's dad, red with embarrassment. Oh, that's all right. Are you hurt or anything? Asked the nurse. Oh, it's my daughter, Izzy. She hurt her leg pretty badly, he said. He brought his daughter to the nurse, and she quickly examined her. Okay, there will be a doctor with you 2 in a minute, the nurse said, trying to hold back a disgusted expression on her face. Apparently, Isabella's leg was worse than bullet holes and a girl throwing up blood. Moments later, a tall doctor, only 2 years older than Isabella, entered the waiting room. His long brown hair, perfect teeth, and blue eyes left Isabella in shock. She was startled when she heard her dad call, Honey, you're up. Her dad helped her up, and she went limping in the arms of her father and the handsome doctor in the small room. The doctor left the room to ask if he could borrow the x-ray room for a minute. While she and her dad were trapped in the room, her father asked her, Izzy, what happened in the car? Did you really forget who I was and where you were? Of course not, Dad, she replied. I was just messing with you. Oh, good. I thought you might have hit your head when you took that fall. And your messing around got me 3 speeding tickets, he cried. Oh, sorry, said Isabella, trying to hide her laughter. A minute of silence passed, and the young doctor walked in. Hi, giggled Isabella, twirling her hair around her finger. Hey, the doctor replied. Ooh, Romeo, she said, reading his name tag. Pretty name. Thanks, I guess, replied Romeo. And what's your name? Asked Romeo, trying to distract her his conversation while cleaning her wounds with something he knew would sting. It worked. I'm Isabella. Wait, no, Izzy, but you can call me Bella, she smiled. Bella could clearly see that he was using her information to fill out a doctor's form. How old are you, Bella? He asked. 15. Wait, said Bella shyly. Well, aren't you a little old for a children's hospital? Listen, Bella's dad interrupted. I promised I'd find the nearest hospital, and the sign said that it was for kids ages 3 to 15. So, technically, no, protested Isabella's father. I'm sorry for asking, sir, said Romeo, upset. Anyways, we're going to have to cast her leg and put her on crutches, he said. I'd say she could go home in a couple of hours, but she has some pretty deep cuts. You can take her home tomorrow morning, sir, explained Romeo. Tomorrow morning, Bella went home. Hey, Dr. Romeo, can you give me your number? Asked Bella. I guess, Romeo answered. He quickly scribbled his number on a prescription pad and handed it to her. Bella and her father both left the room. When 2 years had passed, Bella still often pictured Romeo, but not so much lately because she had been fighting with her dad almost all the time. One day she got so mad she packed up her things and left. When she got into the car, she had no second thoughts. As she drove, she saw a tall, pale figure, brown hair, blue eyes, and perfect teeth. Was it really him? She was so in shock that she wasn't paying any attention to the road. Seconds later, she was headed right toward a pole with Romeo right in front of it. She screamed and tried to swerve out of the way. Romeo had managed to get out of the way, but the car and Bella were broken in less than a second. Romeo charged to the car, opened the door, and helped Bella out. Oh my goodness, are you okay? He asked. Yeah, replied Bella in her 3 seconds of consciousness. She fainted and woke up in Pottstown's Children's Hospital. Bella knew this was a gift, a second chance at love. Even though she was in pain, she kept on talking. Well, Romeo, you still work in a children's hospital? Asked Bella. What do you mean, still? Said Romeo, confused. You don't remember me? She said, trying not to cry. I know I've seen you before. Ooh, I know. You're Bella, Romeo finally answered. Long time no see. So, where are you going? Here it is. So, where are you going? Romeo asked. I don't know. I was getting away from my dad. So, nowhere, I guess, Bella answered. Well, your dad seemed like a pretty nice guy last time, said Romeo. People change, I told him. So yeah, please tell me how it should end and how you liked it.